Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, cash at me directly at $KAGE. Green with an E. The color green with an E. Yes, I have a turtleneck on. I'm flexing it right now because I feel becoming bar father-ish, you know what I'm saying? I just need a cigar. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about is why most rappers quit, or most independent artists quit within their first 2 years of rapping. Well, I've seen a lot of people quit because they get discouraged, man. You know, and they get discouraged because they put their all into one project and they try to push it out to the people, and it doesn't get received well, especially in their home city. You know, they may be hot in a certain amount of radius. A couple people may say, oh yeah, you're okay. You know, but they're really clowning you. They're not really supporting you. Nobody, you notice nobody's buying nothing from you. You're not hand to hand to nothing. You know, people might try to compete with you, and then, you know, the negativity comes into their play in their head. Like, well, that person's hating on me. You can't get free beats. You don't have a studio to go to. You got to pay for all of this. And on top of this, you might have a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it gets discouraging after a while, man. You know, people quit because, honestly, especially in my circumstance, coming from the city, it's very, very competitive. People was constantly trying to take your spot, man. You know what I'm saying? They're constantly trying to hate on you, throwing shade. You know, there's fights. You know, if you're not prepared, rap is a tough sport, bro. It's violent, it's aggressive, it's ego-filled, and, you know, in the first 2 years, I've seen plenty of people fall. I'm not gonna name no names, but people fall all the time. And that reason they do is because they just can't, they're not competitive enough, or they're not built for this mentally. You know, you gotta want it, you know what I'm saying? And I could talk that because I got 5 million streams. I also got placements for mad major artists. To name a few, let's talk about Tory Lanez, let's talk about Jadakiss. I'm on Ransom's Apple Music. Benny the Butcher rapped one of my beats. Fred the Godson, rest in peace, rapped one of my beats. But I keep going. Fuego Bass, Shay Noor, multiple times. That's just some of my resume. You know what I'm saying? So my resume speaks for itself. But the reason people don't quit, people quit, they're not built for the longevity game. They're not built to stay strong. They're not built to be mentally solid for this. You know what I'm saying? But you see that I'm building my following right in front of y'all in real time. And it's not never gonna stop because I'm built for this mentally. And you can be too. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all like the video if y'all like what y'all hear, man. Y'all comment and subscribe. You know, right now, I have to stay healthy to keep my brand going, so I can get y'all long form content. You know what I mean? But that's what I wish, that's how most rappers quit. That's how they get discouraged, is they just quit because they're not built for the long haul. They want quick overnight success. You don't get overnight success by not being strong-minded. You don't get overnight success by quitting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a strong circle around you. And even if your strong circle falls on you, you still have to have the strength to keep going no matter what. You know what I mean? That's how I made it in this game 20 years, because I'm built for this. You know, nobody can stop me from doing what I'm doing, man. Nobody. If they could have stopped me, they would have did it a long time ago, man. A long time ago. So, you gotta know that 99% of the people that rap are fake. They're not gonna, you know, the connection that you get, somebody asks you to do something for them, they're probably never gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? This is free game. I get paid for this. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have your own studio in your crib, you are wilding, bro. You know, because, you know, if you don't have your own stuff to make your own content, even a phone, you know what I mean? People have power over you. People have egos. They can take that and use that as something against you, like a weapon. They can weaponize their power against you. And then what are you supposed to do about it when you can't record no records? What are you supposed to do? You know, so you always gotta be focused, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not your friend. This industry is grimy, it's slimy, it's a pay-to-play game. You think that you hot? You know, I'm lucky that I got all the organic quality I got. I'm lucky that I can keep people's attention long enough to make long-form content like this. You know, God bless me with that. But at the same time, Most people quit after 2 years because they're not mentally strong enough. They're not prepared. They're too worried about what everybody's fucking thinking. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop worrying about what people think. If you worry about what people think, you are never gonna make it in this game. I'm telling you that right now. You gotta develop thick skin. Very, very thick skin. You gotta be able to have the pressure, the structure to never ever stop no matter what. Because if you, get a phone call. But if you stop, then if you quit, you get discouraged. I mean, I've thought about quitting. I've thought about quitting myself. But you know what? I'm still in front of this camera, right? Because I know that there's only 145 people in Syracuse, right? 145,000 people in Syracuse. Possibly. I made a video on this before. Make sure y'all like and subscribe if y'all like what y'all hearing. Share the video too, if somebody needs to hear this. There's 145,000 people in Syracuse. Maybe 2,000 of them supported me before. But maybe 10,000 of them know who I am. So what is that? 14,000 take away 145,000. That's like 130,000 roughly, right? So 130,000 people in Syracuse don't give a fuck about me. But if you look at them 130,000 people and them other people that don't support me, that know about me, who gives a fuck about them when there's 8 billion people in this world. And everybody's influenced by hip hop. If you go to Japan, you go anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop is a major influence coming in one of the most major influences in this world. So that's a fact. You know, people dress like us, they act like us, they want to rap like us, they want to be everything like us. So if you don't have the mental capacity to stay strong, then what's the point? Are you even doing this? You know what I'm saying? My goal is to teach y'all not to quit. You know what I mean? And I'm doing this in real time. You know what I mean? To show y'all that you can be focused. You can remain focused no matter what. You know. But these are some of the things that I just want to wrap up on. Make sure if this helps you out, you like the video, you subscribe, you comment, and if I help you out with any information, or you want to get a beat, you want to get a verse, or you want to get some engineering done, you want some pictures taken. Well, really not pictures. I'm not really with that. Or studio time. Maybe I'll do it for a couple people, but you know what I'm saying. And not locally either. But if you want a beat, you want some kind of 16, a hosting, video appearance, I got you. Get at me, leave it in the comments. I'm gonna holler at you. This shit's fucking my stomach. Y'all be safe.